Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to episode 57 of the Chalking Hazard podcast with my usual co-hosts, Sugar-Free Nos over there.
Heck yeah, brother.
Andy T down there.
Oh, hello.
Joshima's over there. Or Josh.
Hi.
I should just say Josh. Maybe.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And
It's going grand.
in the producer's booth, our producer, MB Hammer.
Hello there.
So it's been a month. It's been an action-packed month since the last podcast where absolutely nothing worth talking about has happened. So we're all a little bit,
I might have to mute myself.
I feel like that's a perfect encapsulation of how this podcast is going to go. That's in the first minute.
Not talking to each other for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's just we'll just sit here. Oh, I forgot to mute the.
I knew it.
I knew
you would do that.
I forgot to mute the
Disgusting.
notifications. There it is.
Jesus.
This is it. This is what we're dealing with this month. So we've got a few talking points, but in general, the world is still shit. Nothing else much to say beyond that, I guess. YouTube making some mid-roll ad changes. I thought we'd have a little bit of a discussion about that. Has anyone heard about these changes to advertisements on YouTube?
Saw your
I
video
know
on it.
Yeah.
And
You made a video on it? Man,
Did.
so did you run ads on the YouTube video about the YouTube ads?
Well, the change that they're making is about mid-roll ads, and I never have mid-roll ads on my videos, and I was reinforcing the fact that despite this change coming into effect, I'm still not going to have mid-roll ads on my
I
videos.
still don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't do that either.
Yeah.
I feel very attacked right now. That was very...
Well, I don't know.
I mean, your landlord must, does your bank or whoever your mortgage is through, do they just accept moral principles as part of your payment? Do you get 20% off if you follow a strict guideline of moral principles?
Well, I was explaining it in the video how I don't like them. From a personal perspective of me watching and consuming content on YouTube, I don't like them. So I just don't want them for people who
You
are
like
watching
money?
my content. Well, it's not always about money.
It's always about money. What are you talking about?
I would like to think that that any extra money I might make from putting mid-roll ads on videos is offset by the support from Twitch subscriptions and Patreon support that people do and otherwise might not do if I was just whoring myself out with ads.
With
Oh, no,
one
that's-
mid-roll ad? Oh my god. Listen,
Okay, here's
The-
a question. What's the
Yeah, okay,
average?
go.
Sorry, what's the average length of your YouTube videos, Profi? Do you know roughly?
They're normally 25 minutes, I guess.
Okay. Mine are 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean-
would you run mid-roll ads on a 4-hour-long video?
he doesn't run mid-roll ads on this. It goes 2 hours.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
we don't have
I
mid-roll
think you
ads
should
on these
run a
podcast
mid-roll
videos.
ad every time I start to speak.
The content creator streams, they're an hour and a half. I don't put mid-roll ads on those. Sometimes they're
Okay.
2 hours. But I don't know, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you could do it if we scheduled a break in, I don't know, if you had in video advertisements, right? Like some podcasts do. They have and this is our sponsor Squarespace or something, right?
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's a lot easier to take
Yeah,
though, as
yeah.
well.
But you
But-
can just skip through this. But if you think about it, and I'm sure most people know this or have experienced it without thinking, the maximum length for a non-skip ad on YouTube is 15 seconds. If you have a 16-second ad, it has to have a skip note at 6 seconds. Is 15 seconds really that burdensome to watch in the middle of a video that you're enjoying?
Well, the problem is that some ads you have to actually skip it because it's it's ridiculous, like a 2, 3, 4 minute, 10-minute ad that and you have
You
to
skip it
actually
at
press
6 seconds.
Yeah,
It's not
but
a big deal.
what if I'm doing something and my hands are tied up? I might be like, washing up or something and I'm listening to a video or watching a video whilst I'm doing it, and I don't want to have to then put in the effort to skip an ad in the middle of a video.
So you're doing this for the one person that is washing up or something. The one hypothetical person that is washing up or something. Look, I'm just telling you, man. You need to maximize your profits. You need to just a choo-choo. Get on this train and go. Like, they're not going to stop. I'm not supporting you anymore because I watched a 5-second mid-roll ad on your hour-and-a-half long podcast video.
But I agree with the principle of it, but I feel like there are so many ways to like remove or block ads that if people really didn't like them, they could just do that, right?
Yeah, but like for me, I use, for example, YouTube on my phone, and I can't skip ads on that. Aside of getting YouTube Premium, which is too expensive.
No, you can. There are ways you can use like Pi-hole and VPNs and stuff like that. There are ways. iPhone? Not convenient.
I know there's different apps you can get that people were mentioning on the video when it comes to like Android and things, but not on an iPhone, it seems.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're an iPhone user, I mean, I'm not gonna.
If you're an iPhone user, you're beyond help anyway. So.
Hey, whoa! Let's go back. I'm on your side, but let's pedal back a little bit.
But I mean, basically the change to explain the change that YouTube are making to mid-roll ads is at the minute you can only put mid-roll ads on videos that are over 10 minutes long. And it's why you see videos that are 10 minutes and 1 second, 10 minutes and 2 seconds, because people make them that just so they can put mid-roll ads in their videos. They're changing it to be only 8 minutes now, so you can put mid-roll ads in at 8 minutes. In addition to that, they're also, unless you opted out of it, which I did, they were also going to automatically, starting Monday the 27th, put mid-roll ads on all videos across the entire platform that are available to it. So all my past back catalogue of videos that can have mid-roll ads, YouTube we're going to automatically turn them on. And
no, that's not cool. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
And well, like, in addition,
if you're going to put mid-roll ads, you have to choose where they're going to be and choose like.
Yeah, and that's the main problem, that YouTube were going to do it and they were going to just use their algorithms to decide how many ads to put in and based on viewer metrics and all this kind of stuff. And what always ends up happening is they just overdo it. They put too many ads in and it's like, what are you doing? Like, if I'm going to put a mid-roll ad in, I want to choose where to go. But a lot of creators, I think, just allow the YouTube bots to do it. But for me, I was making the point in that video that like I obviously opted out of all of that because I didn't want it. But if one mid-roll ad maybe every 15 minutes, I think should be the limit. Like that should be, in my eyes, the smallest time frame you can have a mid-roll ad in a video.
I think you can have one in the middle of a 10 to 12 minute video. One right in the middle. That's fine. That doesn't bother me.
See, I don't feel like a 10-minute video is like breaking up a 10-minute video for an ad. Like it's not really that long of a video in the first place. I feel like that's a bit much.
But if you think about it in terms of like regular TV, how long is an actual episode of The Simpsons or something? Was it 22 minutes?
Before you continue, American TV is very different to British TV.
Okay.
We have way less ads than you do.
Okay.
Well, there's your problem.
At least in the US, you get a 30-minute time slot that actually ends up being only like 22 minutes of actual show.
Yeah, that's pretty similar in the UK, though, to be fair. Yeah.
So 15 seconds and 8 minutes. It's not that big of a deal.
You could also compare it to the popularity of streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime, where TV is taking a significant downturn in popularity with the younger audience because Netflix is coming along. You can binge watch programs without interruptions. Maybe you see an ad in between an episode, but you're
paying for Netflix.
But that is also showing the way that people are consuming content. And if my goal is to have people enjoy my content as much as possible, I want to present it to them in the best way that they're going to enjoy.
It's not about their
most.
enjoyment, it's about your personal gain.
Yeah, it's about
And
your wallet.
that's not a joke.
Like,
I'm not joking here.
unironically, what Nos is saying is somewhat correct. It's a balance, right, between exploitation of your audience and making stuff they actually want to watch, right?
Exploitation is a very strong word.
Yeah, but I'm taking this to extremes, right? Like,
But I also
that's the
feel like
scale
people
here.
come to YouTube to get away from the TV style adverts. You know, you can't really compare it to TV. I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, me neither. But
Yeah, exactly.
Still.
Like, but for me, I don't know. I just don't like it, so I don't want to put that on other people. Like, I can't give any other reason more than that, I guess. And I feel like
I admire you.
I feel like having
Yeah.
one ad at the front and one ad at the end of a video is enough. That's fine. You watch one ad before it starts, you watch the whole thing uninterrupted, you enjoy it, you lose yourself in the video, and then you see one at the end.
Yeah. Like, I definitely think there is like a scale here. Like, you compromise in some areas and make up for another. Like, for example, you have on your stream, for example, and don't take this as a slight or anything, but, but on your stream, for example, you have pop-up notifications whenever someone subs or gives bits.
Mhm.
There's like a box that pops up with it. I absolutely hate that crap, right? Like on my stream, it's audio only. It makes a
Okay,
noise.
gotcha.
I react to it. That nothing covers the screen, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the game,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like everyone has this sort of thing. There's like some things they just don't like, so they don't do it. But yeah, like there's you're just compromising in a different area. Things like whatever, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, and I guess I like for me personally, I can only go on what I feel myself. It's not gonna be the same for everyone. It seems like
Yeah,
YouTube
and everybody is different. Like Josh said, like for your thing of having pop-ups, like for notifications. You know what I hate? Hello, Joshimus. Thank you for the content. Like, thank you for the content. XDDDDDD. I hate the text to speech. I cannot stand it. So,
I've never even considered having text to speech. I don't think it would. It would.
so
suit me.
everybody's
very poorly.
different, and don't take this as a slight. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
But for me, the text to speech, it does get annoying sometimes, but it's better because I'm trying to, if I'm like normally speed running, right? I need to look at the video game. It's like hard for me to read chat. So my chat has this thing where they like use bits and stuff to get my attention on something, right? If I'm not paying attention to them.
Yeah, so you can actually listen to it.
See,
while
I
still
love that.
focusing.
Yeah.
Pay me money, I will pay attention.
Yeah,
to
it's great.
Yeah.
See,
And
great.
another one of those things that I do. We're talking about exploitation tricks now. But another thing that I do is my bot that I have, Botimus, every like half an hour to an hour randomly during my stream, it just posts one of my emotes randomly.
Mm.
But I never did the thing where I contact Twitch and ask for them to give it a permanent sub. So sometimes it tries to post an emote, everyone's like, "Oh no," and they gift him a sub.
Okay.
Like, perfect.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. God, I love taking advantage of people.
But people like it though, because it's just like a random emote with no context. They love, spam and stuff. So it's like,
just to finish up on the topic is I like, for me the whole one ad every 15 minutes is something that I would consider fine. So like I wouldn't look down upon anybody for putting mid-roll ads in a 30-minute. If someone put one mid-roll ad in the middle of a 25-minute, 30-minute video, I'm like, okay, that seems fair. I still prefer to be able to enjoy the video without it, but that's fair. But when people do anything like one ad in a 8-minute video or 10-minute video or 3 ads in a 5-minute video, like you sometimes see, well, not 5 minutes now, but sometimes it gets ridiculous. And for me personally, one ad every 15 minutes would be the limit. If I see more than that, I kind of lose a little bit of respect for whoever I'm watching.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, when I got that email and all the other creators were like, oh, I got to opt out of this. Everyone's opting out, right? I read it and I was like, oh, they're opting everyone in. That's kind of gross, right? But then I thought about it for a minute and I'm just like, oh, actually, I'm going to leave it because on that day where it triggers, everyone on the platform is going to get annoyed at YouTube and not the creators, right? So the option is either my viewers blame YouTube or I just make more money and everybody's fine with it, right?
Okay.
It's like it's a win-win. So I'm just going to leave it on.
God,
If it's if it's terrible,
Universe brain.
if it's terrible, I'll turn it off, right? But I'll check it myself because I also don't trust the YouTube algorithm for
Yeah,
placing
that's the
mid-roll
worst
ads.
thing. I know.
Yeah, I've tried it a few times and it just places them in such terrible places. It's not
And so
bad.
many sometimes as well.
But
Yeah.
but I didn't opt out, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably scramble and try to undo it, but we'll see.
There was some tweet that I saw that a creator had uploaded a Let's Play video of maybe a few hours long or something, but that YouTube automatically with the mid-roll ads had put like 6 ads in the first 10 minutes or something of the video, and then nothing for the rest. But it's like, and people had actively turned off, and like I sometimes wonder about the people who, you know, you never hear a comment from them or anything like that. They just stop watching, you know. And I guess maybe I could make more money from the YouTube side of things by including mid-roll ads, but I just prefer not to.
Yeah, you know.
I can't imagine that. I can't imagine just preferring not to make more money because of my moral principles. I could. Do
It's
that.
not a thing in your world.
No.
Okay.
No.
Says Mr. Seven Cars or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's speak about that. That's a good.
It's all about me.
A good, whatever the word is, segue.
Segue, yes.
Nos, you've been telling us about how all you're doing, and the reason you've got nothing to talk about is because you're just working and thinking about cars.
Yes. I haven't bought
All the
another
time.
vehicle yet. Don't panic. Okay, don't panic. We're not to 6 yet.
Yeah, well, what happened? Because I didn't hear this. What happened to your latest purchase?
Okay, so I bought a truck around Memorial Day, a little bit after. So I broke. Did I tell you guys that the truck broke down? Did I tell
Yeah,
you
you
guys
tried to
that?
switch gas tanks and it like
Yeah,
didn't or something like that?
Okay, wow, big memory.
I didn't remember that.
Big memory.
So anyway, so that all happened, and then after all that happened, and we had the truck service, it started making a little sometimes. And I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna take it to another mechanic Monday, but it's got a bit of a knock. It's intermittent. I'm not really sure. You know, it could be just like, oh, I should lifter tick me. You just getting your lifter thing on camshaft, or you know, it could be something deep in this gigantic 7.3 motor that you know is a big problem. The truck's got other problems too, like the wiring harness, like the wires, the wires just a mess. Like it's really bad. Like it's not serviceable. I would have to buy a whole new like wiring harness for this truck if I want it to be correct.
Just a
I think
question:
you gotta ditch that thing, man.
why did you buy this
Yeah.
truck, and did you not look into all of these issues before, or know about all these issues before you bought it?
Well, the engine wasn't doing that when we bought it. I took my cousin with me. He's a diesel mechanic. It was not making that sound when we bought it.
Okay.
So hypothesis, maybe he put thicker oil in it before he gave it to me. Maybe it just the oil was terrible and thick anyway because it hasn't been changed in a while, and then changing it caused it to do this. I mean, those are kind of our hypotheses. You know, that right now. That's what we're thinking.
Did you check the gas tank for SpaghettiOs by any chance?
No, he didn't. But yeah, there's you know,
No,
there's just
fair enough.
there's a few problems with it, and problems that we weren't able to figure out until after we fixed the fuel system, so that we could actually start the truck again. Because after the service, because it wasn't, you know, it was running fine before I decided to switch the gas tanks or the fuel tanks. So anyway,
What's your big
new
plan?
Okay, new plan. My cousin called me. I think it was yesterday, and he says he calls me up and I answer the phone. He's like, "Man, I got you a truck." I was like, "Okay, all right, tell me." So it's a he works for a diesel mechanic shop, and the owner of the shop is selling a '95 F350. It's also a single cab. It's also a 5-speed, but it has a ranch hand front bumper on it. And you can look those up; they're pretty expensive. And a nice flatbed on it as well. So the plan, and since it's a 95, it'd be a turbo diesel as well. It wouldn't be a non-turbo IDI. So the plan would be to buy that truck, okay? And I don't like flatbeds, nor do I like those bumpers. So I take the bed and the bumper and I put it on my current truck, and then take the bed from my current truck and put it on my new truck, and then sell the old truck for a markup because of all this stuff on it and the service done to it to recoup my losses. And then at the end of the day, it's just like I spent $4,000 on a truck, and that's pretty reasonable. So, but I don't know. I mean, I could take it to the mechanic, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, we'll just have that fixed up. $600. Boom, boom, engine fixed." And then I just keep that and drive it around. But
it feels like your car vehicle collection and the trouble it's causing, and like the unnecessary nature of it all feels
it's unnecessary. This is very necessary.
You seem very slighted there.
Well, no, I mean, I mean, it's really simple. I've always wanted one of these trucks. I bought
and two Miatas.
Well, I mean, I wanted one Miata. Two Miatas just kind of happens.
I have had 2 cars in my lifetime, and I've had the first car for 5 years, and I think this car I've had for like 7 years now. Like, I'm good. Like, it's doing fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a new car.
Yes.
No, why would you say that?
Yeah, not in addition to the one he already has. Like, he's not going to create a collection.
That's my real advice to you. Go get a newer Accord.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what.
Because what year is yours again?
I want to get. This car runs fine and everything, and it doesn't have any problems so far. Knock on wood. But I just need some more modern amenities. Like, I have a CD player and air conditioning. That's it. It's like.
Yeah, I've been feeling that way too, to be honest, recently. But like, as Remo asks, am I thinking of an upgrade as well? Like, I've been considering it because it's kind of like, okay, the car is 13 years old now, and it's like, I would like some more modern stuff in the car, but
all my vehicles are from the 90s except for my Accord, so like I don't need that. And like the radios don't work in them. I don't need any amenities. I just need 3 pedals, a steering wheel, and a gear shift. That's all I need.
But for me, any money that I'd spend on a car would just go into something on the house instead. Like,
why don't you put mid-roll ads and then save your mid-roll ad money and a new car or Civic or whatever you want?
But I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you've got more important things to spend your money on, like, yeah, obviously you don't need to buy new cars if your car's run. But like, this is what I enjoy. This is what fulfills me. This is what I spend money on.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I can accept that train of thought somewhat.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. Look, I'm not just gonna move out because that's what society says I should do. Okay, I'm just gonna keep collecting vehicles.
Are you thinking of getting a car at any point, Josh? Is a car in your future at all?
Me, sorry.
Yeah.
No. Funnily enough, I get around the city on a kick scooter. Like a they're called a commuter scooter. It's like a big one. It has like big wheels and it's black and sleek and stuff. But everyone in town now is riding around on the electric scooters.
That disgusts me.
Yeah,
I don't like the way the world's going.
Of course, you're gonna say that.
As a 7.3 diesel driver, I think you're all a bunch of dumb libs.
RDT? Surely.
Is your scooter like the non-electric version of those electric ones that you see all over the place?
Yeah, it's a non-electric one of those, basically.
Right. Okay.
I've seen the scooters. I mean, I have an electric bike and I have an electric skateboard. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have a regular bike, no skateboard, no scooter.
Yeah, I have a bike, but I really don't enjoy riding it. I live in Portsmouth. A fun fact about Portsmouth, the city I live in, it's the most densely populated island city in the world.
Bro, I can't even ride a bike.
Pretty damn dense here. The roads are tiny.
Okay.
I just get murdered on the roads. So a kick scooter's good because I can ride it on the pavement without people getting angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So So I've seen the thing with the electric scooters is people are riding them on the roads, and they're actually like illegal here.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why.
I mean,
people are just so stupid with them.
Yeah. It's
are
not
they,
great.
are they're illegal in Portsmouth,
No,
in
UK.
England?
Yeah,
Have I
yeah.
not seen? I feel like I've seen them, but maybe I'm just thinking.
No.
of when...
You've seen them everywhere. No one enforces it. But if
Oh,
you go
okay.
on like halfords.com or co.uk or whatever it is, for example, and you go to buy a kick scooter, there's like big warning that says only ride this on private property, not legal on public highways and stuff like that.
Okay.
Highways.
Yeah.
It's not roadworthy technically because it's not
Yeah.
all the proper.
It's not roadworthy, but it's like a powered vehicle, so you can't ride it on the pavement either.
Right. Okay.
So it
See, I
doesn't-
mean,
doesn't
they
get
were
anyone.
all the when I was at TwitchCon last year. It was like just in San Diego, just everybody on those scooters. You just rent them and then drop them off, and it's like that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was all the people we were just walking, but you just saw them all over the place.
Yeah, the rental ones are really big in the US for some
Yeah.
reason. But people are just buying them here, even though they're illegal.
Okay.
But because they're illegal, no company can set up like a rental thing in the UK, right? So,
Right.
There's
yeah. that
there's a
makes sense.
few. There's a few
Is there?
setting
Is there
up in
now?
London at the moment. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
So yeah, you're not thinking of having a car then, or would you buy an electric scooter before you got a car?
Well, I mean, I would like a car. It's just, I don't have the money for that.
Mm.
But like an electric scooter, I'd get maybe that'd be like 500-ish pounds or something. I don't know. I don't really like.
You could get a
The-
car
the-
for that price. Get a car instead.
The
Yeah, the thing is,
registration,
like-
we've talked about this before.
Yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and
like
then
Pat's
insurance
saying,
and all
just
that.
the,
Yeah.
insurance and
Yeah.
learning and all that problem. But the thing is, I don't want to get an electric scooter because the kick scooter is enough to get all around town, and I get exercise and stuff because I never leave the house otherwise.
Mm.
But an electric scooter wouldn't increase my range at all. Like, or a car is like I could go to like Thruxton and other places.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
having a car allows you to actually go
Yeah.
places. Yeah.
It would only increase my range a little bit because I could get on a train with it, go somewhere, and then from the train station ride. But I'm gonna get stranded in the middle of nowhere with no power, right? It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, all of you talking about cars and stuff, I'm very jealous. I would like.
Do
Yeah.
you have a driver's license? Someone asked in the chat.
No, I have a
No.
provisional, but I haven't.
So you'd have to then actually pay. Like
Yeah.
that's more
I want
cost
you to come to my place and drive my truck.
I would enjoy that. Yeah. That'd be cool.
We need to do that road trip with all NOS's cars. Like that has to happen.
Yeah.
Let's call Auto Tempest and see if they'll fund a gigantic episode like Car Trek with Ed Bolian and all of them and Hoovy. We'll have like helicopters with cameras following us all.
We need that. Different legs swapping cars, like having different. It'd be like a Top Gear episode.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
See which vehicle breaks down first.
Yeah.
We all give our own thoughts on each vehicle. It'd be great. And they're also different.
Could I paint LGBT plus slogans on my car like Top Gear did?
Only if you do it on the truck.
Oh man.
Uh,
Where would we
You
go?
can make-
We'd
just
start
make
in
the
Alabama,
Confederate
but
flag
like,
that's pink. That's what you need.
what would be our destination? I guess we'd have to come
Laguna
back to
Seca.
Alabama, wouldn't we? Because you wouldn't want your cars just randomly somewhere else in the US. How are you going to get them
We can
back?
trailer them back. We can get funding to trailer them back.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I
we-
can just buy a car trailer and then pull it with my truck.
I don't
We'll
know. We could.
We'll go to
I've
New
I've
York.
always wanted
From-
to take a road trip to Laguna Seca and drive on Laguna Seca.
Ooh.
Like that. That is one of my
Ooh.
life goals.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
to drive to Laguna Seca and drive on Laguna Seca.
Oh, the corkscrew in like your crappy Miatas. Oh man.
What? Excuse me. I want to go through the corkscrew in my gigantic truck.
No.
Seven-
Here's what you gotta do. You gotta buy 5 of the same car, right? And then all 5 of us go, and then we can like race them around Laguna Seca.
Well, we get the funding, and we all have Miatas. Okay.
Yeah,
We got
sure.
an NA, an NB, an NC, and then an ND, and then NDRF. Okay, bam, that's one Miata for each of us.
I'm kind of disappointed that I got so close to Laguna Seca, but never actually. I wasn't in the position to go to it. If it had been at any different time of day, I would have actually taken a little detour. I drove like past the road that takes you to it, on my way back up from the one when I drove the wrong way and couldn't go that way. But
disgusting.
Yeah, I was so close to it, so close to that great track, and never actually.
Laguna Seca is like the best track.
It is such a good track.
It's so good.
Do you know a fun fact? Laguna Seca is one of the free tracks in iRacing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I mean, the video
iRacing-
game where I have to dox myself in order to play it? Yes.
Wait, how?
Because you have to use your real name in it.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a iRacing subscription now, so
Yeah.
maybe at some point in the next 12 months before it runs out.
Well, Laguna. So you'd start in the Mazda Cup in the rookies. Laguna Seca is on the schedule for the Mazda Cup in the next few weeks. So,
Okay. I see you're trying to entice me.
It's exactly a month from now, the 25th of August, the week starting. It's Laguna Seca week.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Cool.
So we had some games to talk about. RDT.
Oh my god. Ghost of Tsushima is so good. Who here has a PlayStation? Do either?
I mean, I
Nas
I
does.
have a PlayStation.
Nas does. Bruffy, I know you do, obviously.
Yeah.
I do.
And also, of course, Hammer. Everyone except for Josh, pretty much. Everyone.
I'm out.
Who doesn't have a PlayStation?
I'm going to take a nap, too.
Yeah.
Dude, get this game. It is so good.
It's like
it's beautiful. It's amazing.
the last time you talked so positively about a game was, I think, Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, really? Well, did I? Yeah, that game was really good too.
And that ended up being, I ended up really enjoying that. That was a very good suggestion for everybody.
That game's pee pee poo poo compared to Ghost of Tsushima.
I mean, to be honest, the little bits I've seen of it though, it doesn't like appeal.
Yeah, you're going to have to really sell it to me because what I've seen of it, not interesting. Story looks boring to me. Story looks boring to me. Okay, listen. Wait, story looks boring to me. Looks like there's a lot of base clearing, which I don't like. Looks like there's a fair bit of stealth, which I don't like. I'm not really sold. What I do like is the mechanic of no map and follow the wind. Love that. Great mechanic. Just looks beautiful as well.
Like you follow the wind in this game?
Yeah, you set a waypoint and the wind guides you towards it, and but it's not even like. It's sometimes not even the wind. It's just the way leaves are falling on off trees and everything. It's really there's no mini map.
You don't have a mini map or a compass. You just follow where the wind is going to your. It's called the guiding wind.
That's pretty nice.
First off, I have an Xbox One X and a regular PlayStation 4, and I would put Ghost of Tsushima up against Red Dead Redemption 2, as far as some of the best games I've ever played.
Different art.
The story is amazing. The story is they're very different. Red Dead's more realistic, and Ghost of Tsushima is kind of more grand. The story is phenomenal. It's just the gameplay is great. Do you like Hammer? Did you ever play Sekiro?
No. But I watched quite a lot of streams on it.
Well, it's kind of like the combat from Sekiro meets...
I noticed that there's quite a few sort of little. It looks a lot easier than it looks. Sorry, it looks a lot more accessible than Sekiro.
Yeah, it's like if Assassin's Creed and Sekiro kind of had a baby and then made its own thing and kind of grew up in the world and made its own way as a man. Started his own family. That's what Ghost of Tsushima is kind of like. Game is amazing. That you're gonna hear a lot of people complaining, the camera. Camera's not great.
Yeah, it looks quite like the camera makes a lot of the movements and animations seem quite stiff. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, because you don't lock on to people. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
it's definitely not as flowy as Sekiro.
no,
You know,
but I think it's better because it's a little bit more user friendly.
one of the other things as well. I was watching streams of it. I was getting motion sick with the horse riding. Like the way that the camera works when you're horse riding, I was getting so motion sick. It's like the head bob out of God of War, not God of War, Gears of War, bruv. It was messing with my head, so I would have to do the whole thing on foot.
Dude, well, if you liked Jedi Fallen Order, which I know you played it on like the movie mode, you didn't even have any challenge, right, Hammer?
Yeah, it was great. Loved it.
I don't know how that could be great. That like, how could you just play a game without any challenge whatsoever? But
I played it on regular. I
know.
think I started the final mission on the hardest mode just to see what it was like, and then I dropped it down to the next hardest, and then I was like, I was close but didn't bother, so then I put it to the regular for the final mission. But like, I thought that game was fantastic as well.
It is great.
Well, I think if you like that game, if you even sort of like Sekiro, you should get Ghost of Mitsubishi because it's so good. Ghost of Watanabe is so
it
good.
does seem
man.
to be becoming highly recommended from the people who've played it, but I just don't know whether it's my sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. There's bits of it that I think I'd really like, but there's also bits of it that I think that I would absolutely hate.
Yeah.
So I might get it when it comes on sale. Probably, I'll probably get it when it comes on sale.
Definitely. And then when you do, you'll come back and be like, "You were so right. That game's amazing." And the
Listen,
story,
if that's the case, I'll come and bow down to you, mate.
the story hit me harder than Red Dead 2. I'm just saying that.
Well, that's not difficult.
Yeah, you're not talking to someone who particularly liked Red Dead 2 then.
Haters.
What I've seen about this game is that it was like the best-selling new IP game on PlayStation 4 or something.
Oh,
That
really?
wouldn't surprise me.
Something like that. I've seen some statistic like that. Maybe chat or someone can find it.
I mean,
It had a lot of hype
is that
beforehand.
really hard to do at the end of a generation?
Yeah, like Horizon. Yeah, I don't think it's that big a deal. But like Horizon,
all of the consoles that are in place and lockdown.
I don't know. I mean, it probably also comes down to like current world situation and stuff. Maybe I don't know, but it's of course it's not awful, at that point. But before we continue, can I introduce a new mini game to the show?
Okay.
Can we play guess the speed run time of new video game?
Okay.
So I looked it up. I'm gonna give you some statistics before you guess.
Okay.
Can we get
this.
how long it takes to complete normally?
Yeah. No, not normally and other stuff. But I don't know what the categories mean. Does Shura mean anything to you, RDT?
Shura?
Shura? I don't know.
Not really.
Oh, beat the game by triggering the Shura ending on new game only.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what my ending was.
Spoilers, jeez.
Well, whatever. I don't know. Speedruns, you don't care about spoilers. Okay, so some. I think this is the fastest category. Speedrun.com's lagging really bad. Okay, I'm not. Oh god, what have I? Okay, it's all broken. Speedrun.com's having problems because there's a speedrun marathon happening. Okay, right. So there are 49 runs on this leaderboard.
Okay.
So it's pretty optimal, pretty popular. I wanted to guess how long it is.
Can we have a how long to beat statistic on the average time to beat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't think it polls from speedrun.com, so sure.
We need to know. We need to get an average time for normal human beings before we look at speedrunners.
It probably took me like 20 hours.
Is this with glitches as well, or no glitches?
If I tell you the category, it's PC unrestricted.
Oh
boy.
So.
Okay.
How long does it take
main
you?
story for
Okay. I can tell you there's a glitchless category and it's not much longer.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
that probably gives you some information.
Okay, so do you want the numbers from howlongtobeat.com for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so main story is just 20 and a half hours. Main plus extra, 36 hours. Completionist, 53 and a half hours. And all styles, whatever that means, is 35 and a half hours.
So we're looking at like the 20 for
let's
the
say 25
main game.
hours.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll
guess
say
30 minutes.
I was gonna say something a lot more than that. I was gonna say like 5 hours.
Oh no, there wouldn't be 46 people all running this brand new game if it took 17
okay.
hours.
Okay, hold on. I need to actually think about this because I played through the game.
I'm going to say 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
IDT's
It's gonna be
thinking about all the
75
things he could have
minutes, I bet,
possibly
isn't it?
skipped and ways he could have gone through the game.
I just imagine you just start the game, you turn
I'm
around,
concerned.
you clip into the door your character just came out of, and then the game ends or something like that. Like it's Miami Vice or something.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
say-
I don't know any of the details. I just know the time.
Because there's a lot of things you actually have to travel on a lot of them. It's in order to unlock fast travel. I'm gonna say an hour 45.
Yeah, but if they've got a glitch where they
True.
like in The Witcher, where you whip out your crossbow and can travel at double speed everywhere. You know?
I said glitchless isn't that much longer.
Yeah, go on then. What's the time?
The world record right now for the default category, there's no any percent, I don't know what any of it means, is 20 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yeah.
Nos knows speed running so much better than you. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many runners. Of course, the game is not. Like,
yeah, it's
too
not going to be
long.
5 hours if there were
Yeah.
49 people doing it. It would be.
Yeah.
Well, you just said it's the best selling IP of all time right now.
Yeah, but there are
Speedrunners
some
like to do
other-
things fast, I guess.
there are some other categories, but none of them that I can see are too much over an hour. So I think the game is just broken somehow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love it. It's my
Jeez.
favorite thing.
Oh well, we can do this again for the next thing that we're going to talk, because I wanted to talk about a game.
Okay.
Gears of War 5. You may
Oh,
roll your
yeah.
eyes at Gears of War,
I
but
bet no one has speed ran this game.
maybe not
We'll see.
actually. But my God, it's so good. RDT, you played Gears, right? You've played some of the Gears
No.
games. You've not
I
played
played
any.
like some
No.
of it.
Oh, you played some of one game.
Never even seen it before in my life.
Ugh. I was
What?
hoping.
What is
I was
it?
hoping
Gears?
you were gonna have played like.
A racing game?
Yes, I was hoping you were gonna play the original trilogy or something, and I could try to get you back into it with Gears 5. But like in comparison to the previous games, I'm sort of halfway through it now. It's so good. It's such a good game. In so many different aspects that you have the standard Gears fun, but they've really innovated on the gameplay, and it's just so much more fun. It's just so
How
good.
do you innovate on third person shooter? So what? So
Well,
tell me.
there's stealth elements, there's like puzzle elements, there's open
Never
world
before
exploration
seen it.
elements.
Okay, I'm being a little bit of a jerk. I'm sorry. I need to stop doing
There's
that.
side missions. There's an RPG character that you can like a bot that you have to upgrade, and doing side missions can get you more unlocks for that bot, which will help you in battle. And like, it's just there's so much more to it. It's not just this linear run and gun experience, but the story's a lot better. I feel like the story's a lot better as well. There's a lot more funny moments, a lot more depth to the characters. Like, I've got to say, Gears 5 has really surprised me with how good it is in comparison to the others. That's all I'll say.
Question: Why did they remove "of War" from the title?
Oh, I don't know. That annoys me all the time.
Like,
I hate that.
I was searching it on speedrun.com, so I was like, okay, Gears of War, and then like all of them are listed except
1, 2, 3,
5.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
Gears
No
of
one done a
War
run
1 to 4 and Gears of War Judgment, but Gears 5. It's
Yeah.
like, it's so dumb.
Well, I mean, Red Dead
my
Redemption
guess-
2 was a stupid title as well.
Yeah,
my
that's-
guess-
We're having Redemption a second time.
My
Oh.
guess would be they've removed the war, right? There's no war anymore, so it must just be Gears, right? So just, if you've got
Just
more
Gears.
puzzles and things going on, then there can't be a war on if you're doing a puzzle.
I didn't realize that we were trying to guess the speedrun for Sekiro. I thought we were trying to guess it for Ghost of Tsushima.
What?
It is.
We were.
We were, right?
Yeah.
Then what is?
Yeah.
No, what?
Did I search the wrong game?
Yes.
No, oh my
One I saw.
god.
Oh my god.
Fuck's
Oh
sake,
my
Josh.
god.
Oh, okay. What was it
Oh
called?
no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Ghost
No
of
wonder that
something.
didn't make any
Tsushima.
sense.
This came out 2019. Relax, it's not that old, guys. Chill out.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Now we know why
Josh,
there's
no,
49
God.
people who have played it.
I knew it was something I couldn't spell, so I was like, I'll copy paste it from chat, and that was the word I saw in chat.
Josh,
There
no.
God damn it, ghosts of, and then I'm not gonna be able to spell the next word.
It's like TSU.
H-I-M-N.
Oh, it's yeah, okay, see it, thank you. I don't think anyone's done a run yet. Because it's not on speedrun.com, I don't think.
Supposedly it doesn't have any speed runs.
They have
You've
Act
just,
One.
you've
I've
3
just
hours, 20 minutes. That's
I blame
ruined-
chat.
ruined the podcast.
You bring a new fun game mode to this podcast. We talk about
Alright.
new games and what's the quickest time someone's speedrun it, and you've immediately ruined it.
It was a good idea. It was a pilot episode. It went wrong. It's okay. I got you sold on the idea of it. Yeah, no one's done a run, I don't think. The,
Man,
the problem is
that smoothie making game show was better than this. Jesus Christ.
the problem is speedrun.com is under tons of load right now. I can't access anything. It's too slow. So I don't know. It might
so
exist.
I'm guessing you can't see the Gears 5 if anyone's done anything like that then.
No, I have found Gears 5.
Alright, well I haven't finished it either, so we should do how long to beat Gears 5. Main story was 10.5 hours.
Damn.
The thing is with Gears speedruns, there's not an awful lot that you can
Yeah, that
skip.
those games have like every element that makes a terrible speedrun game.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just going to be a lot of combat rolling and like going past enemies and
Yeah, not killing
boring.
enemies and putting it on casual difficulty and running past and just trying to.
I can read you the rules if you want.
I was
Sorry.
just waiting on Josh coming out with the category is called it's the ending where Jack dies at the end and
Oh yeah.
all the war is completely lost, but it sets up for a really good Gears 6. So
yeah.
Well,
Yeah. If you can tell me the
I
rules
mean,
without spoilers,
okay.
it would be good.
yeah, I read the rules. There are spoilers in the rules.
Okay, then
So
don't tell me the
don't read
rules.
the
Let's
rules,
just-
but I'll
yeah.
read the bits that are relevant. Actually, no. The rules are useless. No, it doesn't tell you anything. Never mind.
Okay, well then
I
let's
just
just
spoiled myself for no reason.
10.5 hours for the main game. I'm gonna guess I'm still gonna guess something low because I feel like you could skip a lot of it by
7
just
hours.
being quick. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Wait.
Oh.
Before you guess, the category is PC any percent. It's
Right.
slightly faster than Xbox One any percent.
I would hope
It's
so.
single player, and there's only 2 runs.
There's only 2 runs.
Oof.
I'm gonna get into Gears 5 speedrunning. I get the world record in a speedrun game with only be 3 people done.
Yeah, I mean that's how I started.
Bro, I think I'm still 5th on the RDR leaderboards. You better watch out.
I think
you'll at
I'm
least
gonna
be in
go-
the top 3, Adam.
Podium confirmed. I'm
am
gonna
I?
say 2 hours.
2 hours.
That
2.5
might be
hours.
that might be a bit
Breakfast right.
extreme, but what are you two saying?
I don't know. Never played Gears 5. I played a little bit of it actually. I'm gonna go with 3 hours 15 minutes.
Nos.
Whatever I said earlier, like 7 hours. something
Okay.
like that.
The world record for any percent PC is currently 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Oh, wow, that's
Lordy
pretty
tea.
Pretty
Very
close.
close.
There, boy.
The second place run is 3 hours and 45 minutes. So they're pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about how long it takes. There you go.
Also, for the record, I would like to say that I'm still in the top 10 for Red Dead Redemption any percent.
How many runs are there, Nos?
There are 10 runs.
Oh man. Moving on to another game. Hammer, you've been inundated with codes for a game that has been
Where did all these
looks
codes
like it's
come
interesting.
The publisher. So I've been privileged enough to partake of the Fall Guys beta. Fall Guys is a game. I've got some images there for you, bruv. Fall Guys is a game that's a bit like, if you've seen the show Total Wipeout, it's a bit like that, except there's 60 people all on the same course at once, and they knock out several in each round. There's usually five rounds in total. So they've got games images, where you race towards the end, and you've got games like football, and you've got games like I don't know, like the one that you saw in Pummel Party last week, if you watched the Choking Hazard Games night, where you've got cars coming towards you and whatnot, except it's fruit in the game, and things like that. So
like
yeah,
Devolver
game,
Digital.
Right? Sorry, on you go, bruv.
It's like a party game, right?
Well, it's more like a non-lethal battle royale.
Okay. Did you say there were images? Because I don't see anything.
Say that again. Sorry?
You said you'd sent me images.
It's in. I put it in the wrong chat. That's why.
Well, that makes that helps.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Devolver Digital kindly gave me 60 keys, enough to fill a whole lobby, for the game, and it's running its beta this weekend. They were really happy last night because they got the #1 most viewed game on Twitch last night.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
With like 250,000 viewers last night. So,
was it one streamer?
No, it was mainly two. I think it was Soda Poppin and Lyric.
Wow, you'd get top of Twitch with any of those.
The art style of this game is fantastic, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's super fun. Yeah.
Before anyone asks, there isn't any run yet. I checked.
It's it's a bit difficult to get a run because you've got different games, and you go through different rounds. I think there's 25 games in total, and you do 5 per match.
We might have to visit this on a game night.
Yeah. I mean, it's available now for pre-order. If you pre-order it on Steam, you get the Gordon Freeman costume. As well as a bunch of other costumes if you get the collector's edition.
I made a fatal flaw with a pre-order this past week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You pre-ordered? That's a fatal flaw. Yep.
I thought today was the 26th. I thought today was going to be the 26th. And the remake remaster. And
I was like, stop. Say that again because your internet cut out.
Of course it did. It has been this whole time. So I thought today was the 26th, and Destroy All Humans comes out on the remake.
Yes!
And if you pre-order, it said you get 48 hours early. So on Thursday, I was like, it's 48 hours right now. Pre-order this baby. And I was like, oh, wait. It's the 23rd right now. I'm not going to be able to play this game. And so I basically just pre-ordered it for nothing.
What's this?
Dude, that game does look great, though. The remaster looks so great.
Open world action adventure video game franchise that's designed as a parody of Cold War era alien invasion films.
Have you never even seen Destroy All Humans?
Never seen anything of it.
Oh,
no.
It's so good.
Oh, it's such a great game.
Oh, yeah.
That's a game you should play on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really fun stream game. Yeah.
Is it a story game? It's like single player story based game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's single player, yeah.
Huh. Okay, I'll look into that.
But what's the world record? No, I'm joking. I do know what it is for the old version, but yeah.
Are you sure it's that one? It's not the Destroy All Humans 2 or something, and
it's the first
there is
one.
a 2.
There is a 2, but this is the first one.
All right, let's do some gaming news. We've been talking about games, but there's still no GTA update I'd put in the notes, but at least we have knowledge of a GTA update coming now. Basically, they're coming with a summer update for Red Dead and GTA soon, they say.
Someone posted that in my Discord, and I just posted one resident sleeper emoji. And I responded again.
But Nos, they have new location, a heist that there's
New
never
locations.
been a heist before.
Are they gonna open Tequila La for a heist? Are they gonna open one of the pre-existing interiors we've had for years?
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, they're adding Liberty City. This is it.
Yeah, I know.
Liberty City and Vice City. They're adding this Carson City. We're going to New Yankton, North Yankton. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
I
we're
know.
not.
Like it's not happening. It's just gonna be the big building in the middle of the city that is under construction will be complete, or it'll be some Fort Zancudo or something. Like obviously,
So-
this is the heist aspect, which is coming in the winter. But
Yeah.
it is
when I
going to
first-
be their biggest ever DLC ever, though.
When I first read it, because it was like an out of context news article that's like blowing it out of proportion, I was like, ooh, because I don't know if you remember we talked about before. What are they going to do with the GTA 6? Are they going to merge the onlines and stuff?
Oh yeah, we had that.
So I thought maybe this is them learning how to merge a map in. They're adding Liberty City in to like learn how this works and stuff, right? But no, it's not. It's just another heist location. That's all.
Yeah,
And I don't know what they're gonna do with Red Dead Online, dude. That thing is like dead in the wall. Like it's been dead for so long.
yeah.
Just-
It seems like they're
just
trying,
execute.
but it's just not.
I don't think their revenue agrees with you, Nos.
I mean, they're coming with
Nonsense.
a big update on the 28th, supposedly. So it's like on Tuesday, they're going to have a big Red Dead update. But, I mean, does anybody care?
What are they gonna do? I mean, what could they possibly do to that game?
I don't
So
know.
make it
I
actually
care
fun?
so little that I didn't even read the joint announcement, the sections about Red Dead. I just read the bits about GTA.
Honestly, you know what? If they just made everything pay like quadruple what it pays now, I might actually go back and play Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it.
But I just can't. I can't go play 4 death matches I don't enjoy for a coat I like. Like I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the grind, the payoff for the grind isn't really worth it in a game that you're not that bothered about in the first
Yeah,
place.
and I think the PvP is just like completely screwed. Like with all they need to remove all those stupid calling cards is what they need to do, or most of them, like, 'cause they're all terrible and it's just that game's so disappointing. My heart breaks. We need to go. What we need Red Dead. Okay, we need like 5M, right? Okay, hear me out. We need to get a coder on this immediately. Okay, so we have 5M for Red Dead Redemption. And then what we do is we just recreate from the ground up the original Red Dead multiplayer. And boom, there's your perfect multiplayer game
What?
right there.
Well, didn't 5M announce that they were going to make Red Dead?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
when
they
it came
have
out,
Red
so-
M, but no,
Yeah.
there's no servers on it. Nobody's actually doing anything with it. I just don't think
Mm.
anybody cares enough about it.
The original, like Nos says, the original Red Dead Online was great.
Oh, it was so good. It was the best. It was still to this day the most important multiplayer experience I've ever had in my life. Like it was
Yeah.
so good.
So sorry to derail the chat again to bring it to speedrun chat, but I have a funny story about Red Dead Online. When I was speedrunning Red Dead, the first one, I was looking around for all glitches and stuff, like researching and stuff. The Red Dead Online guys know so many crazy glitches, like invincibility and teleportation and all this stuff. But they don't tell anyone about it because they keep it in their little community and they use it to fight all the other people using all the other glitches online and stuff. And they don't
Yeah.
share any of it. And I'm like sat here in the speedrun, like, I know I could become invincible. I know I can teleport and all this stuff, but I can't figure it out.
All right,
these
guys. So what
guys
you're
won't
gonna want to
tell
do
me.
is pull out a Molotov cocktail and then throw it, but don't throw it, and then get a throwing knife.
I figured out flying on my own. Yeah, I got that much. Like, I could fly, but teleportation's a bit of a step up, right? Like, so yeah, that's my
annoying.
experience with Red Dead Online.
So yeah, updates are coming for next Red Dead and GTA. We'll see what they're like. I mean, the rest of the gaming news
That's
and
what's gonna be
gaming
like.
news section, I didn't write, so I don't know who put things in.
I did.
Go on, you can take the
okay.
lead.
Okay, so some Rockstar-ish news. There was a job listing not leaked, but seen for the LA Noir VR devs. I can't remember the company name now. I'm trying to. Where are my notes? Okay, yeah. So LA Noir VR devs. I can't remember their name, but they're in like Australia or whatever. They posted a job listing for, and I'll read this verbatim. Having finished the critically well-received LA Noir The VR case files, we are now gearing up for a new project, a AAA open-world title in VR for Rockstar. 2020 marks our 7th year of working exclusively for Rockstar in Sydney, blah, blah, blah. We have a number of job openings for our Sydney studio, including senior programmers, engine programmer, designer, and animator. If you're interested in one of these positions, blah, blah, speak, whatever. But yeah, but that's the job that they've put up.
GTA 5 VR!
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
The 7th release of the game.
No. So everyone is saying that, but I don't think it is.
No, I don't
because-
think it
Dude,
would be,
I want
really.
a real detective game. A real detective game where I'm actually just solving crimes. There's no conspiracy. I'm not sleeping around on my wife. Okay, I just want to solve crimes. I just want to be a detective and I want to solve crimes. Okay, that's all I want to do.
Damn.
No backstory, no conspiracy, no drugs, no alcoholism, just detective work. That's what I want in
Okay.
VR.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. But I don't know what this is because I'm really conflicted about it looking into it because like everyone's just like, oh, GTA 5 VR, right? It's the obvious thing to do, right? But I don't know why they'd be hiring designers for that because what are they designing, right? The game's
Yeah.
already made. There's no game to be designed. If they're just porting another Rockstar game, then they don't need designers like engine programmers, and animators. Like animators make sense because you need like new animations, first person, right? But designers, like, doesn't make any sense to me. And they say it's a open world title in VR, new project and stuff. It's so vague. I don't know what it is, but the way Rockstar have been going recently, they make all of their studios come together and make one big game once every 5 years, and they release it, and it's perfect in every way, and then they move on and they make $1 billion, right? I can't see them funding what is essentially an indie studio to make VR games, right? Like,
Yeah, it kind of seems like slightly weird
Yeah.
for Rockstar.
and it's specifically Rockstar, not Take-Two, who is the publisher. It's Rockstar, the game
Okay.
developer.
Hmm.
So I don't know
Interesting.
what the hell this is. I don't know if you have any clues or
No idea.
insights or
Hmm.
ideas.
I just learned about this 2
Take a
minutes
guess.
ago.
Well, you did take a guess, I guess.
VR table tennis. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
bro, Rockstar Table Tennis 2 in VR, dude.
Yeah.
Open
Maybe.
world table
It
tennis. You can just...
Going down the street challenging everyone to ping pong.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was that. Just a bit interesting. Little thing to think about.
Curious.
Maybe in 3 years
Yeah,
we
it'd
find
be
out what it
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other things, the next thing's kind of small. Sony invests in Epic. Sony invested like a stupid amount of money in Epic. I'm gonna try to find the number.
why did Epic need the money?
I remember seeing about this.
the
It's
money.
Kinda, it seemed a bit weird.
Sony Corporation and Epic Games announced that Sony has agreed to make a strategic investment of $250 million in Epic.
Oh, that's not much at all.
Yeah, they're not buying them; they're making an investment, right? Maybe they're getting 10%. I don't know.
It's about a week's worth of microtransactions. If that.
Yeah, really.
Like 3 days worth.
Yeah, there's a bunch of business speak to the reason. Like Sony and Epic have both built businesses in the intersection of creativity and technology, right? Like I don't have to read this to you, right?
God.
Yeah. So there's no hey, we want Fortnite exclusivity, or hey, make the Unreal Engine better on our consoles, right? There's nothing like that. But I can't think of any other reason they'd do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, it's weird. It's a strange. I mean, they had the whole Epic Unreal Engine thing on PS4 or PS5, and you wonder whether it was all part of like this, and it was all in the works, and they're just getting together for stuff like that. I don't know.
yeah, it's weird. 'Cause,
Okay, what
like,
is this next topic? I've been staring at it. Like I'm so interested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that
I
one's
saw
cool.
that. Yeah, I
Alright.
remember this. This is good.
well, let me cap off the previous one a bit. But yeah, the thing with Epic is like they don't really make video games; they make Fortnite, and that's it. And their business, the other business, is selling Unreal Engine to people. They don't want to be like, "Hey, here's Unreal Engine, but it doesn't work on Xbox." Lol, right? No one's gonna buy it, right? Like Gears is Unreal Engine, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, well, you know, but anyway, yeah. So the next news story, this is a fun one. So you guys are fans of PS2 and stuff, right?
I love the PlayStation 2 interactive home console.
Are you
bought it on day one?
Yeah. Any of you guys familiar with PlayStation modding or soft modding or anything?
I had my original PlayStation chipped, so I could play copied games.
I remember I never had a PS1, but I had a friend who had it chipped too. Like that was fairly. It seemed like it was fairly common.
Yeah, it was the best thing.
Chipping PlayStation 1 was ridiculously common. PlayStation 2 was a little less common.
Yeah, it was more secure, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they did exist, and you could get it done. But obviously, Sony tried to stop the whole chipping thing from the PlayStation 1 era from carrying over. But anyway, yeah. So for a while, you know, there's like there's levels of exploitation you can have of a console, right? A hard mod is like, you know, you take a piece of hardware and you put it in the console and solder it in and change it, right? How it works physically, right? And there's loads of that. I'm sure some of those exist for like Xbox One and stuff, right? Certainly for Xbox 360. That sort of stuff is common, and you know you can't really do too much about that. But it's expensive. It's difficult. You need an expert to do it. It's easy to shut down people because only a few people can do it, and not many people risk, you know, someone giving some dodgy guy their console and putting something dodgy in there, right? Because one software update later and your console's bricked, right? Also, the stream's lagging out, apparently.
Oh
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It's okay. Just keep going. It'll recover.
Yeah. Well, the next step on this is a soft mod, right? Like where you just software modify your console, which is what my PlayStation 2 is like, and my Wii and all that sort of stuff, for purely speedrunning reasons and nothing else. But that's like when you just do a software thing. You don't put a chip in, you don't alter it, you don't solder anything. You just do something in software, like you put a USB stick in that has some hack on it or whatever.
Yeah,
that's like the next level of exploitation. And PS2 has had this for a very long time. I'm sure most people have heard of like free McBoot and stuff like that. That's all well and good. You had to do some weird stuff to do it, unless you get like one of those hacked discs or something. The way I did mine, I had to play to a certain level of a 007 game. And then as soon as it starts to load one of the levels, I have to swap the disc with a disc I burnt on my PC. And then put a USB in, and then it like tricks it into loading something from USB, and then
that's crazy.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to chip your PS1, disc swapping was quite the thing.
Yeah.
Remember, you had to get a biro and prop up the the lid of the console, and just as it begins to spin up, it's got like 3 different spin up speeds, and you've got to whip it out when it starts to spin fast and put the copy disc in.
Yeah, that was good. I remember doing that.
Plus, it's like IRL glitching. Like it's like frame perfect disc swapping.
But so that's fine. That's like one level of software stuff, right? But like the Wii, for example, has been cracked wide open. Like you literally just put an SD card in, and you click on. It's called a letter bomb. You go on the calendar, and you click on a letter that you received on the calendar, and then the console's yours, right? You own it, like complete software control. But anyway, for ages, there's always been all these like weird, obscure ways to soft mod your PS2 and stuff like that. And like, you know, you have to get this one specific game and play to a certain level, like I did or whatever. Makes these games expensive. Well, anyway, long story short, I'm going a bit too long, but anyway, there's a new exploit for the PS2 found that is absolutely insane, right? What you do, this security researcher found it. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, security researcher called someone Kurt or someone like that. He was researching, you know, the PlayStation 2's exploitation stuff. I'll leave a link to the article in chat if you want to get technical. But basically, he found an exploit bug in the PlayStation 2's DVD BIOS firmware, there's a buffer overflow exploit in the DVD software. So basically, you burn certain stuff to a DVD, like a DVD. You put it in the PlayStation 2, and then you've done it, and that's it. You could just straight up burn a DVD with certain code and just exploit the PS2. And this has been here the entire lifetime of the PS2.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no software updates or anything like that on PS2.
And then what does that just allow you to play any game that you get from banned from a PC or something like that? Or...
So you could you put this in, and then you can install free McBoot or whatever, like custom firmware.
Right, yeah.
And then do everything you want to from there, right? But you could, in theory, do anything. You could just burn a DVD with the specific game and stuff on it and pull it in and play. Yeah.
And it's all come from just a little bit of code or something on a DVD that just ruins it.
I won't bother with the actual technical details because I'm going to be here for hours if I do that. but yeah, it's been there the whole time, and I can't imagine what would happen if this had happened. Like if people had found this at the time when PS2 was like relevant, right? Like this is good for like Brazil and other, I don't want to say weird, but countries that have issues with game consoles, right? And PS2 is still very popular in a lot of places.
Right.
This is great for that, and it's great for retro gamers. You don't have to buy a specific obscure game and do some crap.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool that this exploit has just existed this whole time.
Only just being found now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Every single PS2 has had this flaw that's just like super easy to exploit this whole time.
Yeah. Cool.
What I tell you, one cool thing that not a lot of people know about the PlayStation 1 as well. I found this out just because I like playing about with shit. So any PS1 game that you've got, any original PS1 game, if you don't put it in your PS1 and put it in a CD player, you get the whole soundtrack from the game.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great.
They're just
the first track is the data for the game, and then the rest of the track is the soundtrack for the game. All neatly arranged in tracks. So like I made a recording of like the original Grand Theft Auto soundtrack and everything, and yeah,
that's cool.
It's a shame they did away with that because that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's because it's just a CD format, right? They didn't have any custom disc format, but
yeah, that's cool.
You can't put a PlayStation 2 game in a DVD player and like watch the cutscenes.
No.
That'd be really cool.
So did anybody watch the Xbox games showcase?
No, I watched a little bit of it, but my internet's trash. And every time I try to talk,
I waited for other people to watch it for me and then tell me what was worth watching, and then I watched that.
Apparently, there's a game called Halo coming out.
Halo?
Yeah,
Halo.
Sounds like a weird game.
Like the Ring on Angels?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
According to some people said this looks amazing, and other people said this looks trash. So I mean,
I didn't even watch it. I don't know why. There's just something about the way that Microsoft or Xbox do things that I'm struggling to get
shuts
interested.
off your brain every time Phil Spencer comes out. It's like you just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer walks out on stage and you want to go to bed.
But it's like
I don't even know if he was there. I didn't watch it. But
I
were you
so
not super
badly
interested in more world premiere?
I really want Xbox to like do well though. Like I like the controller better. I like the infrastructure of Xbox Live better. I like the whole Game Pass thing that they do. That's such a great idea.
Game Pass is brilliant. It's so pro-consumer. It's great.
They just make such bad decisions that ruin everything. The name being one of them, the Series X. Like Jesus.
I mean, naming's never been their strong point.
I know. They had a chance to
kind of went wrong
right
after
the wrongs.
Xbox.
I know.
Yeah, I was hoping for Xbox -7 or something.
I wouldn't put it past them. That'll be the next one.
Yeah. And they didn't. We still don't know the prices of the new consoles. It's crazy.
No, I think the next one they're just going to go back to this is the Xbox. It's just going to be called Xbox again.
Well, isn't that what they've said for this one? This is meant to be just Xbox, and this happens to be this is the Series X version of Xbox.
Of course they're gonna say this is the last one, bestest one every time, because then you're gonna buy it, right?
They're so bad. Like, it seems like it's something that's so simple as well. PS4, PS1, PS2, PS. Everybody understands. Everybody's got a PS4. The next one's coming out. It's called PS5. It must be better. Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. What the hell?
It's like nobody learned from the Wii and Wii U saga.
I know.
Nobody learned.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So to be like a kid and try to explain to your parents or grandparents or whatever, no, I need an Xbox Series X game, not an Xbox One X.
Yeah,
game,
I know.
right? Oh my god, I remember that was awful with like just PlayStation 2 and 1, and at least that was backwards compatible.
That was another thing that was in the news a week ago. Like maybe like a week and a half ago, they said all Xbox Series X games will be coming out on Xbox One X.
As in,
you'll be able to play them. And then in the presentation, they were like, "Not these ones though." I was like, "All right, okay, this is more confusion to the consumer."
They're so bad at that. They're doing the right practices, and they've got good hardware, they've got good stuff. They're just communicating and deciding on things that are actually going to resonate with the wider game playing population. They're just so bad with. Ah, well. Let's open up the phone bank.
Stadia, apparently.
What is?
Stadia?
More stuff coming out on Stadia.
Ah.
Is it?
Does anybody care?
I mean,
I haven't heard of this. Stadia.
Who cares?
Didn't Xbox say that their cloud service is going to be part of Game Pass Ultimate?
Well, they just need to shut down Stadia and save their money.
There's no point for Stadia at all anymore.
I mean, what's the who's the CEO of Stadia? It's like Phil Harrison or something is the guy's name, and he does not have a good track record. He worked on PS3, Xbox One X, and then Stadia. It's like, ooh, not a great track record there, buddy.
Yeah, that's stay away from him in your gaming ventures in future. All right, let's open up the phone bank. If anybody wants
it's
to...
open. No one will join because there's no questions, but we'll open it anyway.
Yeah, if you've got any questions, get in the phone bank and ask us. If not, don't.
Even if your question is, "Hey Hammer, can I have a key for Fall Guys?"
He has so many. Please take them.
Please, I can't hold all these keys.
I mean, to be fair, I managed to give out like 40 yesterday, so.
Also, I'd like to say I have to leave in about 10 to 15 minutes, so we better scoot this along.
Okay. Well, we've got racing. We've got Racing Corner. F1 season has begun. The schedule has been buffed out. It's very European centric. We've got some really interesting tracks coming up. Portugal is hosting. Well, the track at Portugal is hosting one for the first time, and Imola's coming back. Some classic tracks. It's kind of refreshing to get some of the old style tracks back through necessity, of course. But RDT actually watched a Formula One race, right?
I did. I think I watched the first one.
That was the best one so far.
Yeah,
where Lando came in third, right?
Yeah, yeah. And the last
that was
lap.
a great race.
Pretty good for a Twitch streamer.
The only problem is Mercedes are just too good, as they always are. But behind them, and that race especially was really good.
Yeah, just ignore the Mercedes. Watch everyone else.
That's name.
Yeah,
but when Albon got spun out by Hamilton, I was like, "What the hell, bro? What are you doing?"
Second time he's done that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, the races have been good. Like the downwards trend of goodness, but they're still pretty high. Like,
yeah. I think the tracks are helping with that.
Yeah, Hamilton is definitely the greatest of all time. Like that wet qualifying when he's like 2 seconds faster than everyone else, including his teammate in the same car. People that are like, "Oh, it's only the car, guys." Right?
My perception and ideas on Hamilton, my opinion of Hamilton has definitely thawed over the years. But I've always like been able to realize how good he actually. It's just consistently he's always there, pulling it out of the bag. Incredible like racing that he does. It's just.
I think he should just leave Mercedes and sign to whoever the worst F1 team is.
Yeah.
I think that would be so good.
It's called doing a Damon Hill.
Yeah, Damon Hill did that, didn't he?
Yes, it is.
Like, who is the worst team in F1 right now?
Williams.
Yeah.
Williams, yes, and it's
Maybe Alfa Romeo, actually.
Yeah, the Ferrari teams have gotten worse now. The Ferrari engined teams have gotten worse.
Oh,
So
do you know what would be great if they swapped Russell and Hamilton?
that would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, all the bad drivers should go to Mercedes.
No. I want Russell in the. He's a good driver. I want him in a good car.
Yeah, it would be good to see what he can do. But yeah, it's Formula 2. The Formula 2 races have been better than the Formula 1 races this year. I mean, Formula 2 is normally good, and I normally watch it, but this year specifically, it's been so entertaining.
That what was the last race where like someone was catching someone else? I can't remember their name.
Ilott was catching Giotto on the fresh tires.
The pitting in a sprint race.
Yeah,
like, right.
And he was catching it like 5 seconds a lap. And it was just, was he going to run out of laps? And he did.
Was it the race before that? The alternate strategy was the best. So you had a bunch of like free cars coming up the field or whatever.
Yeah, it's been really good. Especially that last weekend was fantastic. Formula 2 is so fun.
F3 is a fun as well.
I'm not as interested in it. Formula 3.
No, like there's too many people to keep track of, and they change all the time. But the racing is like it's really scrappy, and there's 30 cars. It's just a good laugh.
So yeah, racing is back in full force. This is the first weekend without any Formula 1, Formula 2, whatever action. It's gonna come back it seems like they're gonna do 3 weeks on, 1 week off, 3 weeks on, 1 week off all the time. So should be fun. Should be good. We'll be able to do some more racing corner now that there's someone else watching. Daddy T, you can watch some as well.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a little bit of, I think,
oh no,
the last race. Hamilton won by like 3 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. Hamilton.
What an exciting prospect.
Oh God, no, please.
What?
Jesus. He was like lapping third place. I was like, what the hell are they doing out there?
Yeah.
There's 19 other cars, Nos.
No, if you ain't first, you're last.
No, get out of the stupid GTA online speed racing mentality.
That's just a winner's mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
And Hamilton has it.
Do we have anything for Speedrun Corner this time?
No, there's nothing.
Okay.
ESA is happening. It's a good speedrun marathon. Watch that.
There was
last episode comments. Are we still doing this?
Don't do it, Nos. Don't start that.
We do have some last episode comments. However, I would like to draw your attention to a last episode meme.
A last episode meme?
Given us. Yep. Let me just find it. Because it made me laugh a lot.
Oh no.
I'm so tired.
It's about you, RDT, so this might wake you up. This one's from Jellyfant, who says oh shit. Is it me, or does RDT look a bit like Shia LaBeouf?
Or not gonna lie, there's a picture of Shia LaBeouf where he's like leaning back like this, watching his own movies. And it's pretty uncanny.
I feel like this has been brought up like in the early days of the podcast as well. Like it's been mentioned before or something. Like it is uncanny in certain images.
Right, so our previous episode 56, where we asked people to mention Guinness, because we were talking about the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were 41 comments in total. How many do you think mentioned Guinness?
20.
16.
27.
14.
Correct answer is 17.
Damn.
Wait, is that me?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Didn't you say 16?
Yes.
Yeah, it's you.
Yay!
Good job.
Yes, thank you to Phil for doing his homework for that. He has highlighted one comment from Randochi who says, has anyone ever watched the Guinness World Record for most walnuts cracked or for most mayonnaise consumed? To be frank, they're the weirdest food records I've ever seen. So feel free to go look those up on YouTube. They are on YouTube if anybody wants to watch them. I do have the links if you want to show them.
No.
No.
Never bring it up again.
Yep. Yeah.
So we need to think up of a word. But I feel like there's going to be something that's going to spring to mind after we do these next two segments. Because community questions. We do have someone in the phone bank now.
Yes.
That must have just happened.
Of course we do.
I was about to say, well, we got nobody in the phone bank, so let's move on from that.
Someone wanted to write in a question too.
That's not allowed.
It's not allowed, even with a complete lack of questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have to leave?
I mean, I could be late for work. I don't care.
Cooper Towers, welcome to the
don't
Chalking
wanna work,
Hazard
so-
podcast. What's your question?
Hey guys, I know I've just been watching the Formula One. Hopefully you caught this week's one, just gone. And how impressive are the Red Bull mechanics after Max is shunting it into the wall, getting to the grid?
That was impressive. Yeah.
Is this a question?
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how impressive was it? Was it like a 7 or was it a 9?
It was
I don't know
definitely a
how
9, yeah.
I don't know how we're surprised by this anymore. The way that they work, like the team Formula One teams these days are so well oiled and stuff like that. It's amazing what they can do. Yeah, so that was more of a rhetorical question, really, wasn't it? that was
Nice statement.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got another one then. What is
2.
everyone's... Hey, I'm the only one here. What is everyone's views on the pink Mercedes, as everyone's calling them?
I don't know what that means.
I want the people that don't know. Okay, the people that don't know about F1, try to guess what pink Mercedes means.
Is that...
I mean...
Did
are they
Force
making
India not have a pink car? Does it mean that Force India have Mercedes power?
Well, they do, but they're also called Racing Point now.
Step,
I didn't know
but they
that.
do have a pink
beyond
car.
that.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's Formula One.
Basically, the Racing Point for 2020 is almost a carbon copy of the Mercedes 2019 car.
And it's the second fastest car on the grid.
Yeah, they've suddenly jumped from a midfield team to being the top of the midfield.
Why are people shocked at this? It's Formula One.
Mercedes.
that happens all the time.
Mercedes are more than a year ahead of everyone else.
Yeah,
their last year car is still faster.
Yeah, if anything, it's just showing how dominant Mercedes is, that they're still a second faster than their last year's car, and that is faster than everybody
else.
Can we not
ban Mercedes? Can we not just ban them?
So what you're telling me is the team that is in the lead in Formula One stays in the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Shocking. I've never seen that happen in Formula One before.
You say this, but Ferrari gets paid more money than Mercedes. They have a bigger budget. It's not.
That's because their car has that little horse on it. All right. Ferrari is a more impressive band.
I like what Matty says.
Sorry,
but real talk to actually answer the question. Fair play to Racing Point to actually manage to copy a car well enough from photographs alone.
Yeah, they did it all above board in terms of like
Yeah, well, that's the allegation that
they submitted all their stuff to the FIA and all that kind of stuff. So they've been cleared on almost everything apart from this brake duct issue that they're doing at the minute. But yeah, I mean, they're playing it smart because they're putting all of the talent and workforce onto the new regulations in 2022, which is going to be completely new and fresh. And it's like, well, why are we going to spend a a lot of money and a lot of time developing a car that's going to get us in the midfield for the next 2 years. We'll just copy the Mercedes. They come really quick.
But it's even better because now they can work on the new regulation change in 2022 when all the regulations change. They can just focus on that.
Yeah, they're just doing that now.
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just copy Mercedes and work on the new regulation car. Perfect.
Yeah. So fair play to them. I mean, good job.
It's Formula One.
Yeah, I like what Matty said in the chat. When
what
you try
a well-balanced sport.
when you try and make
exciting.
F1 interesting to people who don't like F1, you realize how boring F1 is. That's
such an
I used to love F1. I used to love it. Never missed a race. Used to love it.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. I can't.
Unbearable sport.
Yep.
Thank you, Cooper Towers, for the question.
Anytime.
Right, and we'll finish the podcast with the choke of the week.
Joke of the week.
I'll get ready to load up
Load
the clips. Okay, we're done, and that's the podcast over.
Yeah, that is.
You been on any chokes?
No chokes this week.
That's not
Finally. Yes.
So remember a few months ago when I was saying, maybe we just need to do away with all of these things, choke of the week, community questions, last episode follow-up, nobody cares, nobody's bothering. Well, the proof has been the pudding. Nobody cares enough to submit anything. We got nothing to go to look at. For
It's
the choke
because
of the
it's
week.
just 3 GTA clips that are garbage. And then we have to sit here and we have to moan about oh, that's not really a choke because there was nothing on the line. It's terrible.
What was that accent?
It's awful. It's awful.
My internet cut out and I heard part of it. You're like, oh, it's not even a choke. It's Swedish.
Since when have we had a Jamaican host?
So yeah, no choke of the week this month.
Way.
If you want choke of the week, you're gonna have to submit chokes. You can submit things that didn't make it to the top 3 previously if you want again, but if you're not gonna submit anything, we're not gonna show anything. There's nothing to show. So there we go.
No, there's usually 2 GTA clips and 1 non-GTA clip, and I try to get everyone to vote for the non-GTA clip on principle alone, and no one does, and it's still some G-Fred choke about how it messed up the jump onto the car park. It's
Not trying to do the accent.
Oh my God.
Indian host now.
I can't do accents. I'm just saying that's what happens every time.
You're attempting to do a British accent?
No, I'm just.
He's attempting to do me, I'm guessing.
It's really bad. But
Oh my God.
I don't even like this podcast anymore.
Can we give Noss's accents choke of the week?
yeah. Nos wins. All right, so I mean, choke can be the word for this week, this month. Choke in the chat. If we don't have a choke of the week, so I might as well make choke the word for the comments. If you made it to the end, put choke somewhere in your comment on the YouTube video. All right, that's it. We're done.
Hey, it's finally over.
Fantastic. I'm so tired.
Me too, but I now have to go do a 9-hour shift.
Godspeed.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go get taken out more in iRacing.
What if they let Scott Speed back on?
All right, guys. Thank you for listening and watching wherever you are, and we'll see you all next month. Hopefully, we never know. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
Goodbye, guys.
See you later. Bye.